I gotta tell you, you can't really have much more pride than what we have in our little farm. The plants for sale, plants that have sold. Our little mini silky bantams and one ohiki. All them little crazy quail. Planted some citronella. Sure, I'll come across the reason we call it Smelly Foot Farm momentarily. It's just a matter of time. With the 2 dogs and a grand dog in the yard. Yep, there you go. We have over 100 green beans planted now. It's exciting to get little purple flowers showing up. I'll make this a quick video, so I'm not gonna show you that. You know, we've got the celery on the far right, lettuce, broccoli. I did not weed where the carrots are because they're not quite popping through good enough. Some of them in the front, they're going nuts. On the far side over there, you'll see nasturtium climbing up the fence. It's pest control. Got all this garlic, this pest control. All the peppers are doing really good. We started them early because they were late bloomers last year, and I think that was a good call. We'll see. We got onions, sweet potatoes, and we got potatoes growing outside. I didn't even notice this side. I did see that side. They start popping through the soil. I add more soil till it gets to the top. This one is to the top, and there that is. More sweet potatoes. We planted more tomatoes. We've got 52 tomatoes. Last year by this time we had 180. So scaled down a bit on the tomatoes. I'm going to be staking the tomatoes today using a Florida weave method. We'll see how that works. Nasturtium, marigolds, and here are our pride and joys. Got the ducks foraging and swimming and drinking. The chickens foraging, doing their thing. There's some on the inside. This is not all of them by any means. We got one that's still molting pretty bad. We put additives in the water, apple cider vinegar for mites and lice and worms, and diatomaceous earth on the ground and a little in the food, and lime to keep smell down. It's labor of love, all of it. And then our goats, that's Dixie. And there's the general behind her. I don't see Emmylou. She's probably taking advantage of the time of not having to deal with Dixie and the general. And we've got Cutie Pie and Snickerdoodle. Our peach trees, they're producing this year. Not sure what kind of fruit they're going to turn out to be just yet. It may be next year before we get good fruit, but we'll see. We still get peaches from the peach truck to make all of the goodies, so no biggie, but it's exciting. We got blackberries. We got herbs, thyme, oregano, basil, cilantro, dill, mint, rosemary for my rosemary crackers, sage, more mint, strawberries in between. These are all cucumbers. I have not counted to know how many there are. I believe there's like 12 in each of the full rows, so that's 36. Bonus footage, there you go. That happens a lot for next Atterbury. So that's 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 63 cucumbers. Planted some citronella back here also. We have a few things in the greenhouse, but not much. I need to bring some of the ones I just started out. Cherry tomatoes. They're snow white, so they're yellowish, and they taste sweet, and Dallas loves them. Planted corn, obviously that's not up yet. Planted some here, planted some there. Got spaghetti squash, butternut squash, straight neck squash, zucchini. The substance you see on them is diatomaceous earth. I avoided the center of the flowers, but it's an all-natural product to help with pests. You got watermelons, cantaloupes, pumpkins, sweet peas, spinach, and Brussels sprouts. I did not weed those yet because they're still popping out of the soil. And last but not least, the dogs won't be in this footage today. Last but not least, I will not get too close other than, you know, our apple tree here. The neighbors have some too, so hopefully we'll get some apples this year. Last but not least, the bees. Absolutely necessary. We also have some blueberries back here, and they are flowering very nicely. He usually just cuts a path to the bees and everything else stays. He planted my sunflowers and they're doing really good. Lots of fun things on the farm. I might actually use the sunflower seeds. But there's not a whole lot, no flowering on this blueberry at all. But look at that. It's exciting. This already has clusters of blueberries. So we may not get a ton of blueberries, but his dream was blueberries and goat cheese. So as soon as we get a goat that needs milking, we're making cheese, and we'll have blueberries and be making all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, they follow me. It's just so fun. Sometimes life gets in the way and drags you down. Things happen in life that you can't control. Sometimes it steals your joy. But I've always got the farm to be thankful for. We are fighting some aphids, so that's kind of got me a bit down. I don't know if the cicadas and the tiny frogs took care of everything last year, but we did not have this kind of a problem with aphids until this year. This is only our second year. We knew there'd be different challenges with each year. Look at that, it's so pretty. But it is a bit disheartening. Don't want to use pesticides, so got diatomaceous earth. I need to get some weeds out of there. It's nasturtium. The nasturtium has bloomed. It's beautiful. It's got some more blooms coming on it. Beautiful and hopefully effective with pest control. I did find some cabbage loopers, so I'm not very happy about that. Makes me very sad. The dogs, we did have blueberries here. They peed on them and ate them, and ate the tree. Dallas says it's Waylon. I don't doubt it's Waylon, but the lower limbs were obviously a smaller dog, so Happy got those. But it's still got branches coming off of it. It's still got life in it, so we're just gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna open the fence, but I'll show you up there. Got hydrangeas. My mom gave me some plants. No, Mom, sorry, I don't remember the names of them, but she did give me a peony, and I love peonies. I've been asking for that and a lilac, so if anybody got a lilac bush, lilac tree, let me know. And you can't see above here in front of the irises or some of the other plants my mom gave me. So everything is in bloom, and hopefully the aphids and the cabbage loopers and all these other things don't decimate my crop. We have plans, and you know, I know things happen. Any advice is appreciated. Just the blooms, it makes me very happy. Hope you enjoyed this short 10-minute tour of the farm.